As an academy owner, you work hard to build trust with your students, their parents, and your community. But trust isn't something you claim, it's something you prove and earn. That's where Academy Safe comes in. We help academies like yours stand out with verified safety standards. Background checks for all staff, U.S. Center for Safe Sports certification, concussion training, defibrillators on site, CPR, first aid, and AED certification, security cameras, rank and lineage checks, and verification of business insurance. Join the trusted martial arts registry that's redefining safety throughout North America. Lead by example. Show parents you're accredited with Academy Safe.
Hello, and welcome to My Empty Hands, a podcast about the martial arts, typically focused on Kenpo, but we give love to all the martial arts around here. I am Reggie Darden, and I've got another wonderful guest with me today, Mr. Larry Ragland, and we're going to get into his journey and whatever other rat holes that we get onto, we'll do that as well. I always kind of start things off by just giving a little bit of my background. So I currently train in 5 different martial arts at this point. American Kenpo being, I guess, the primary one. I also train in Capoeira, Hapkido, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai. And I also have some experience in Taekwondo and did a little boxing while I was in the Army. So, like I always say, I stay busy, but I can't say no to some training. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it over to our guest here. Go ahead and tell us. How did the martial arts find you? How did Kenpo find you? Where did it all begin? And we'll just kind of go from there.
Okay, well, to start off, I'd like to say thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it. My martial journey began after I got out the military. I was in the Army, and I wanted to find something to occupy my mind and my body. And one day, my wife and I and my son, we were driving down the street. The backtrack, my wife was in the Air Force, and she got orders to another base, so we moved. And while we were driving around town looking for a place to eat, I saw a building with a Soji screen, and I was like, I wonder what that is, what's back there. So my wife pulled over, and I went inside, and there was this guy in a black gi doing what I now know is Kenpo. And he approached me. His name is James Erickson. He's still my instructor to this day. He showed me one technique. He taught me a technique, and I was hooked. I bought a gi. I signed up for classes, and I've been there for 20 years.
Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. You don't usually find students that stick with the same teacher for all this time, so I like that.
Yeah.
Now, is Kenpo the only art that you've been involved with, or you do any cross training?
Yes, I only do Tracy's Kenpo, and I do some shoot fighting.
Okay, very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, what would you say is kind of the hook that kind of got you in and got you training all these years?
The practicality of it. Kenpo is a very practical art. It achieves what it sets out to do, which is self-defense. And that's exactly what I was looking for. I was an 11 Bravo in the Army. Those that don't know, 11 Bravo means infantry. And I wanted something that I could get real hands-on with, something gritty. And Kenpo fills that need for me.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So with the well, I guess let me try and go back here. With the I guess let's go into have you done any kind of competing or anything in that realm?
No, I kind of wish that I had done some competing earlier on with the shoot fighting, which is a style of MMA. Um, but I'm too old now. I turned 50 this year, so I'm a little too old to climb into the cage. But I would have loved to have tried it back in the day, back when I was younger. But that's
Gotcha,
a
gotcha,
young
gotcha.
man's game.
Well, while I totally understand, you never know. Actually, I was just
Yeah.
thinking about Ron Van Cleef. He was in one of the early UFCs, and gosh, I think excuse me, internet, if I get this wrong. I think he was in his 60s at that point, and
Oh wow.
he went up against Hoist Gracie and made a pretty good show against Hoist Gracie. So yeah, you never
Wow.
know. And then
Okay. You
also,
never know.
yeah, Billy Blanks actually comes to mind. He just won a championship pretty recently, and he's in his
Hmm.
70s now, if I remember correctly.
Oh
So
wow.
very nice, very nice. So okay then. So then, how about the teaching side of it? Are you doing
I've been
doing any
teaching for
teaching?
about yeah, I teach. I've been teaching for about 15 years, and I love it. I love passing on the knowledge that I have acquired from various martial artists, including my sensei. Just working with people with different needs. You know, some people come in because they're not confident. Some people come in because they want to learn how to protect themselves. Some people come in, it doesn't matter what they come in for. I pride myself in being able to, well, I shouldn't say pride, but I, I ground myself in my ability to teach anyone. You know, willing to get on the mat with anybody that wants to learn. And that's what martial arts is all about.
Exactly. So, was teaching something that you were always interested in, or like many of my guests, was
No,
it kind of thrust upon you? And
it was thrust upon me, or I should say, it was suggested that I give it a try, and so I did. And here I am. Here I am, 20 years later, still teaching, still training.
now, did it take a while for you to warm up to it, or just right when you started teaching? Was it a love it first kick, first punch?
Yeah, love at first punch. Yeah, definitely. I didn't have
Very cool.
any qualms about it at all. I loved it. Still love it.
Very nice, very nice. Now, do you have your own school? Are you out of another school, teaching at another school,
Uh,
or?
my sensei has a school, and I teach out of his dojo. But we have, yes, to answer the question, yes, we have a dojo here.
Any aspirations of opening your own school, or?
Um, the only way I would open my own school is if I moved into a different town. If I if I moved like to a different state or something like that, because I don't want to step on my sensei's toes. And, uh, if I have my own dojo, it would have to be in a situation where I'm in a different place, a different state, a different city, somewhere far enough so I'm not stepping on his toes and give him the respect that he deserves. So, but yeah, I would like
Okay.
my own school one day.
Gotcha. Very nice. So, I came across you. I saw a picture or a post, and in the picture on the post there had you there with Al Tracy, and so I was curious about that, and can you speak to getting to train with him?
Yeah, that was, it's I miss Mr. Tracy. He used to come like once a year and give seminars. And I miss him that he's gone. But at that particular seminar, he was demonstrating. I want to say not wing break, lever is the technique, and he was showing me how to lock up the elbow when you strike, how to lock it up, and just to have Mr. Tracy teaching me, one on one like that was an honor. Going to his seminars, listening to him, learning from him. Someone who gave so much to the martial arts. I can't say enough good things about Mr. Tracy. So, yeah, that photo is one of a few I have with him training and growing in my martial knowledge.
Gotcha. Yeah, I started in basically it was a Tracy school, and it was a lot of contrasting it to my training now is there's a lot of material. So at the school that I started at, we had 40 techniques per belt, and versus the school I'm at now, we have 16, but quite a bit different curriculum. But there's some pieces that are similar or the same. Some of the techniques and some of the forms and things like that. But I just remember trying to go through all of that material, and it was always kind of a challenge there. But
it's a daunting task.
So with kind of going back with Mr. Tracy, any other kind of standout moments in your mind in your time training with him?
Right before I became an instructor, there was a group of 4 of us that were the new instructors that we were. Because what it is, it's kind of like a boot camp for instructors to put you through the training, get you used to teaching. And Mr. Tracy just so happened to be there. And at the end of our training session, he had us line up against the wall, the 4 of us. And he said to us, "You are the last of a dying breed." And the way he said that, and how it just stuck with me, I almost feel like I have a responsibility to pass on Kenpo like Mr. Tracy did, to pass it on, become a student of it, to pass it on to the later generation so it's not lost, it's not watered down. I want to bring pride to the name, Tracy's martial arts, Tracy's karate, Tracy's Kenpo, whatever. I want to be able to, when people hear that, they say, yeah, that's a legit martial art. So him saying that really helped guide me over the years, help to keep me focused on the greater goal. So yeah.
Gotcha. Very nice. So, are there things like in your years of teaching? You've been teaching a while, or kind of how have things changed in your teaching that maybe advice or just maybe situations in your training, that maybe things that you did early on that you still do now, or things that maybe you changed, or things that maybe you wish you would have done differently. Just can you kind of speak to how the teaching has evolved over the years?
Wow. That's a good question. Um, I've matured a lot. When I first started teaching, I was kind of immature, and I didn't. I wasn't. I didn't take it seriously. I I was kind of caught up in the mysteria of it. You know, oh, I'm an instructor and I can teach people and all this. I grew out of that over the years, and it's helped me to become a better person and a better martial artist. You know, working with so many different types of people really humbles you because everybody has different needs, like I said before. So when you get to work with all these different types of people, you get humbled because you understand what they have to go through to learn from you. I mean, you know, what are they going through in their life that they take time out of their day to come and train with you? So yeah, that would be what I got out of it. Yeah.
Very nice. Any specific drills or anything that maybe you do now that you wish you were doing early on, or vice versa? Any kind of drills that you used to do that you don't do now that maybe you'd like to bring back into the fold?
Um, I know I can't really think of anything that I would take out or add. I I try and look towards the techniques themselves to come up with a training plan. So let's say I'm doing with orange belt or whatever, and I'm doing Japanese stranglehold. You know, I'm working on something like that. So I use that one technique to build a whole lesson around it. But as far as like, would I take anything out or change anything? I'd have to say no. I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. Not comfortable because that induces that you get lazy. But I don't have any issues with what I'm doing now. Seems to be working. So
Yeah, no, that's what it's all about. You know, you want to be comfortable with your knowledge and what you're doing, and yeah, if it's working for you, you know what. No need to reinvent the wheel if you don't have to.
yes,
So, something like
exactly.
that. Something like that.
I have a
So,
question for
hey,
you.
oh yes, go ahead.
So, how do you find the time to train in so many different martial arts?
That's pretty easy. I don't I don't have any time for. No, it actually works out. Well, a big part of it is kind of combining places a little bit. So my jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai training that I don't do enough of, unfortunately, happen to be at the same school, so that
Oh,
makes
okay.
it nice and a little bit of convenience there. And then also my Kempo instructor, my Kempo teacher, also you know borrows the space a little bit for our Kempo classes. So kind of a one-stop shop for that. And fortunately, there's enough days during the week that can kind of spread the love around. So I get a day in at Hapkido. I get a day in at doing Kempo, and kind of fill in the gaps with my jiu-jitsu training. Fortunately, we have the 6 a.m. class, which is not for the faint of heart. Getting up
Yeah.
early, but you know, with work and life, that's really only time I can kind of squeeze in there. So a lot of times I get to the 6 a.m. class and get my rolls in there, and then And then as far as capoeira training, there are a few groups here in my area. I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I get to kind of bounce around between them here and there. I still have aspirations for running my own group here, own school here, but with training multiple arts and work and doing a podcast, it doesn't leave a lot of time for marketing and that sort of thing. But it is how it is, and I just enjoy the journey, and we'll see where things head in the future. But I still need to work on getting a kind of a set schedule and saying, okay, well, I'm going to do this today and do this today, and I kind of float back and forth between what art I'm going to do today. So. Actually, today I had planned on. I'd been missing my 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu quite a bit lately, just a lot of things going on. But I was going to go today, but I actually had another podcast interview this morning. So gentleman that's across the pond, as they say. So his
okay, got you.
His evening was my morning, so yeah. So I had to be up early for that. So, but I'm planning to hit to jiu-jitsu tonight. So, looking forward to that. But it's one of those things where if you want it, you'll find a way to make it work and get in there somehow. So. I'm making it work as best I can. Need to add a few more hours to the day, though. That would probably be helpful.
That would help.
Add another day to the week. Nice. So getting to your journey. So has there been any interest looking into getting into any kind of cross training or anything like that? Any interest in that?
I have a lot of respect for other martial arts, but I only have the time and energy to learn one. That's the way I see it. With the exception of shoot fighting, I do that too. I do the shoot fighting as well, but the Tracy's Kenpo is my mainstay. There's a Muay Thai gym down the street. There's a couple of BJJ dojos around here, but I don't frankly have the intelligence or the time to. I don't know how you juggle 5 martial arts at a time. There's no way I could do that. My brain doesn't work like that. So I'm content with where I'm at.
Right on. Yeah, the cross training isn't for everybody. I'll be the first to say that. I as much as I love it, and it's a lot, and you could definitely argue that you can't really quote unquote master anything if you're doing everything else. And there's definitely pros and cons to it, and I can see both sides of it, and I definitely don't look down or whatever you want to kind of say about those that don't do it, or and of course there's the old school mentality of you don't ever train in other things, but I'm of the mind that not any one art has all the answers, and as much as I love Kenpo,
you're right.
There's weak points there, or maybe I don't even want to say weak points, but there are things that other arts do better, and or maybe even not do better, but just more experience. I mean, obviously Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they have more experience being on the ground and than Kenpo does, and so if you want to
Hello?
have that component and you want to have those different, be efficient in all those different ranges, then sometimes you have to kind of go outside of the box and get into other things. So, that's just my thing, and I can realize and agree that others maybe aren't for that. All right. So we just for the listeners, viewers here, we had little technical difficulties, but I will get it pieced back together. Get things pieced back together, hopefully, and we'll just carry on here. So let's see. So let's talk about kind of the future. Where do you see things heading in your training? Where do you see the future of Kenpo? Where would you like to see it go? And just kind of your thoughts on what's coming next.
As far as my personal training goes, I'm really focused on my black belt. Right now, I'm a first degree brown belt in the Tracy system, so I'm really focused on getting my black belt. And as far as like the franchise overall, I want to bring it back to what it used to be, like old school karate. Like the way they used to do it when Mr. Tracy was still here. And, not all the fluff and all that kind of stuff, just straight up karate, straight up Kenpo. So that's my goal, is to do right by those who came before me. Because the people that I learned from are old school. And I think that's the best way to learn it, is the old school way. So that's what I want to bring to the system, is that mentality of training and doing what you got to do to become the best martial artist that you can.
Gotcha. Very nice. Have any kind of particular area that you want to kind of focus on?
As far as what?
As far as like fighting or sparring, working techniques, any kind of, or I should say maybe like
working
more
techniques,
the self-defense side, or
the self-defense side and working the techniques. That's the emphasis that I want to put on it. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So is there like a roadmap or a plan formed as far as when you're going to test for that black belt, or been any initial discussions about that?
I told my sensei that I want to do it by my birthday, but that all depends on how my training goes. If I'm ready, I'm ready. If not, then I'll keep chugging along until I am. But it's not a big rush. I'm enjoying the ride. It's been a while. I've been training for 20 years. So you would think that I'd be at least a first degree black belt by now. But, everybody's journey is different. I stayed a green belt for years. I was a green belt. So it when it's time, and my time will come.
Exactly. Yeah, as we discussed previously, I have technically, even though it's different schools, but I've technically been a green belt since 1996. So, and I'm still at this point still currently a green belt. So there's no shame in the game. I try not to think about the amount of time and rank, but hey, that's just how it goes. The things work out the way that they work out, so that's fine. And like you, I'm enjoying the journey, and it'll happen. It'll happen when it happens. With my current teacher, we have started the initial talks of when I'm going to test for my Brown, and so now I gotta really put in the extra work and start to sweat a little bit. Can't coast anymore. Although I have not been coasting. I've definitely been putting in some work, but definitely need to turn that up. But yeah, we're starting the talk. So now it's starting the realization that it's like, okay, well, I am getting a little closer to that black belt. Is gets me a little nervous, but ready for the challenge, and I'll keep working it, and keep getting there one day. So very nice. So let's see, what other items did I want to cover? So we got to the teaching, we got to kind of the future. I guess I would ask that. Is there any other arts that are maybe kind of catching your fancy? Maybe your well, I guess let me frame it this way: if you weren't doing, you mentioned the shoot fighting. If you weren't doing Kenpo or shoot fighting, is there a system that you think that you might have wanted to get into, or may possibly get into in the future?
Muay Thai. I would want to learn Muay Thai. My wife is from Thailand, so I'm kind of spoiled as far as that goes. But yeah, I would love to learn Muay Thai.
Okay. Very nice. Have you ever been to Thailand then?
No, unfortunately I haven't. But we plan on making a trip sometime next year. Go for a week or two.
Okay. Right on. Sounds good. Yeah, I would love to go, and maybe I'll get a chance to go sometime. Actually, the gentleman that I interviewed earlier today, he lives in Bangkok, and so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get some more information. Okay, very cool. I like it. Very nice. All right. So let's go ahead and move into what I call our lightning round here. So I got a few little questions here as we head towards wrapping up our time. So the first question being, do you have a favorite technique?
No.
Or you like them all. Like I realize that asking that question to Kenpo people is kind of like picking your favorite child. So I can relate to that. I can relate to that one. Yeah, there's it's hard to pick just one when there's so many to choose for.
Yeah, I used to have a favorite technique, but every time I learned a new one, it would replace it. So I just said, forget it. I don't have a favorite technique. I love it all.
Very nice. No, I can relate. Very nice. All right, then we'll move to our next question. Do you have a favorite form and or set?
Single escape set from Blue Belt.
Okay, I don't believe I'm familiar. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, we didn't have that one at the school that I trained at. So, I'll have to check that out. Very nice. All right. Next question. Do you have a favorite weapon?
Staff.
Very
I like
nice,
the staff.
Nice.
Both
yeah,
staff.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I like that one. Very nice. Very, very practical, at least compared to a lot of the other things. You can find things that make a makeshift staff, but can't really carry around nunchucks or around. So that's nice. Yeah. As much as I would love to, relive those Bruce Lee days. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So our next question there is, if there's anyone that you could train with, living or dead, fictional or non-fictional, besides Ed Parker, who would that be?
Al Tracy.
I was thinking I should probably take him off the table as well, but no, that's a great answer, and I mean, you definitely already had some time, so to have some more time training with him I can definitely understand that. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Our last question there. What is something that always motivates you to train, and or something that you want to share with others to motivate them to train? So the example that I always use is the movie Rocky IV. We have the training montage, and he's doing his running through the snow, and he's lifting the rocks and all that stuff, and jump roping and all that stuff. When I see that scene, the music's going, and that just gets me fired up, and I'm ready to hit the studio, hit the mats, and get to work. So, what is something like that always motivates you to train, and or something that you want to share with others to motivate them to train?
For me, I guess it would be music. What am I listening to before I start to train, or while I'm training? And I'm a big Wu-Tang fan.
Very nice. Yeah, Wu-Tang forever.
90s. Yeah, Wu-Tang forever. So if I throw in some Wu-Tang, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the dojo.
Very nice.
Now,
very nice.
As far as my students and stuff and all that goes, I can't tell them, hey, go listen to Wu-Tang. But there's a movie called Black Belt, Kara Obi. I know I'm butchering the name of that, but it's called Black Belt, and it's a Japanese film about some karate masters, and I always recommend that people watch that movie because it's phenomenal. It's a great martial arts movie. It's practical. All the moves are real. None of this fancy, fluffy stuff. So, yeah, Wu-Tang and Black Belt.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of the movie. I don't believe I've seen it, so I'm gonna have to hunt that down and check that out. Yeah, very nice. Very nice,
definitely
nice.
check it out.
And then, of course, the Wu-Tang. Sometimes in jiu-jitsu, we get to the professor gets a little Wu-Tang on while we're rolling. So I can relate to that. I'll to integrate that a little bit more into my training. So very nice, very nice.
There you go.
All right. So I guess. I will kind of bring up a timely item since it kind of came up. So this recent UFC, did you happen to catch that with the Conor McGregor and all of that? And
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Thoughts on that? Oh, okay.
I didn't see it, but I heard
it was
about
very
it.
short, so it's very short.
Yeah.
So you can find it on YouTube and all of that stuff. Pretty easy. So just check it out and
I'll get back to you and let you know what I think.
Interesting thing to see. Very nice, very nice. All right, so we are at our final piece of business for our time today, and that is the shameless self-promotion. So you can go ahead and plug anything that you want, or if there's anything that we haven't covered that you wanted to say, you now have the floor, and then we'll go ahead and close out from there.
Just that Tracy's Karate Studios is where I train and teach. It's in Fairfield, California. So if you're just looking for a martial arts home, come and check us out.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'll add a link to that in the show notes, so people can come and find and train with you. And yeah, I just thank you so much for taking the time to kind of share your story. And like I've mentioned to you before, I love getting everyone's story and finding out kind of where they started, get their origin story, and the Batman begins, kind of the Kenpo begins. I thank you so much for being on, and of course you have a open invitation to be on at any point in the future. We can cover some other topics, but. Once again, I thank you for being on, and I look forward to being able to share your story with the followers. So thank you again.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.